えなくなってくスーパーノーベルフラッシュバックで気まぐれな言葉は理不尽なビッグバン引き起こすよ誰もが耳疑うようなとんちんかんなゴレの日に掌握された空間は酸素がなくて何も聞けない誰かの良かれをいつまでも考えたって仕方がないさそれよりに下ろしてごらん夜の星が浮かんでる人気のサテライトはカフェに繋がる行列仕方ないと戻る車内で出会った少年は何やら機械の体を探しアンドロメダへ向かいそうだ彼の未来にどうか幸あれ例えば窓から見える星の全てに石が宿ってたとしてそれをまとめる神様はどこまで小さい星に目を向けるだろう人と空間惑星同士が一切はないでもめたとしても大きい星に従えと注意を促すだけスーパーノーベルフラッシュバックです愛のない言葉は理不尽なビッグバン引き起こすよ太陽と月と地球とが整列する指示のような綺麗な姿を求めてるズレのない世界を求め続けてる誰かの良かれをいつまでも考えたって仕方がないさそれよりに下ろしてごらん夜の星が真っ赤っかく誰もが目に疑うようなとんちんかんなゴレなんてかき消すその広大な宇宙が目の前に広がっているよヒアですそれにクリアです大盛大の時空を超えてため息ばかりのこの星が輝けるところへ連れてって右手に見えますのはことざアルファセイベが左手に見えるのはシリウス星の指輪車掌は冗談交じりの挨拶と笑い声乗せかけ出したミルキーウェイ予定の時刻通りメトロポリス汽車から見下ろす煙を出して愛想薄まく良くするために身を粉にして働く忙しすぎて見えなくなってくスーパーノーベルフラッシュバックです気まぐれな言葉は理不尽なビッグバン引き起こすよ誰もが耳疑うようなとんちんかんなゴレの日 方ないと戻る車内で出会った少年は何やら機械の体を探しアンドロメダへ向かいそうだ彼の未来にどうか差し上げ例えば窓から見える星の全てに石が宿ってたとしてそれをまとめる神様はどこまで小さい星に目を向けるだろうきっとどこかの惑星同士か一切言わないでもめたとしても思いっきり星に従えず注意を促すだけスーパーノーフラッシュバックで愛のない言葉は理不尽なビッグバン引き起こすよ太陽と月と地球とが整列する印のような綺麗な姿を求めてるズレのない世界を求め続けてる誰かの良かれをいつまでも考えたって仕方がないさそれより見下ろしてごらん夜の星が真っ赤っく誰もが目に疑うようなそんちんかんな号令なんてかき消すほどの広大な宇宙が目の前に広がっているよギアですそれにクレアです大盛大の時空を超えてため息ばかりのこの星が輝けるところへ連れてって右手に見えますのはことざアルファセイベが左手に見えるのは
Hello everyone! Get some music on. Hopefully you guys can hear that. I tested it out earlier and it was a little low, but I don't want it blasting out people's ears. Hello to Zykes and ID, and we've got I Am Blackgrade. Welcome in. Today I'll be working on LoreleiSylvanus's commission for a Vroid model. Let me get that open. Oop. So right now I have my art program open, which I may open up here and there to adjust some things. Let's see. Sometimes Vroid Studio likes to be a little bit funny about opening. I might have to reopen it. Come on. You know what? I think I have to reopen the program. It can be a little bit picky. Yukina, hello, welcome in. How is everybody doing today? For me, it's kind of like a cloudy day. It's a little bit slow. It's a little bit chill, cozy kind of day. Let's see. Maybe. Come on, work. Of course this was working before stream. Like I literally had everything going, even Vroid was showing, and then as soon as I get the stream going, then it's like, no. How dare. Maybe it's gotta do with my monitor? No, of course not. Oh, you know what? I think I know what it is. Hold on. Oh. Yeah, I think I figured it out. Hold on. We're going to add a new source. Game capture. Hold on a second. Let's see if this works. Capture specific window. Maybe. Because I renamed the file, and since I'm capturing a specific source, it's mad at me that I wasn't capturing the one named LoreleiSylvanus's. Maybe this'll work. Maybe, if I'm lucky. Oh, there we go. Haha. Finally, sorry about that, you guys. Cozy Thursday vibes, yes. And with that said, why did the music stop? Man, everything is messing up on me today. Was it the end of the playlist? There we go. Slow work day, but that just means more time to chill. Awesome. Well, I hope you can hang out in here for a little bit of that time. Thank you for stopping by. Having issues showing Vroid? Yeah, like I said, apparently when I was testing this out earlier, I had the I had OBS set up to show an untitled Vroid project, not Lorelei's Vroid project, so I was being very picky about that. So we've got it working now. Let's see. So we've got Lorelei here on screen. I have her picture up to show you guys what she looks like. I won't be making her model look just like this though. She has asked for some outfit alterations, and there's going to be a few other changes to like the hair and such. But today I'm probably not going to be working on the outfit at all. I'm just going to be working on some basics because, as you can see, this model is completely basic, like scratch Vroid. I haven't done anything to it yet besides choose a female model. So today what I'm going to be doing is working on getting body coloring maybe done, some perhaps face painting. I guess it sounds funny to call it face painting, but I will be painting the face. Probably getting her custom eye color in. I think she provided me with some actual eyes that she drew, so I'm going to be putting those in. We'll get the ears going. We'll get her height, the body shape, all that stuff going, and the clothing will be definitely on a different stream, and probably the hair as well, though I'll probably end up doing like a basic hairstyle just so you guys get the gist. I won't leave it like this for now. So with that said, hello Lorelei, welcome in. Also, hi Draco, welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. Nice to see you here. How are you two doing? Lorelei and Draco, welcome. I think Yukina, how are you doing today? I don't know if I asked you. I hope everyone's well. Yes, this is Lorelei's finished model. I'm done. I'm going to save it, export it. This is it. This is her new look. I'm sorry for spoiling this, Lorelei. I know probably you're gonna debut this during your subathon that's coming up. That was your big announcement. I'm sorry. I ruined it. I'm doing excellent. How dare you? How dare you? You know what? You know what? No eggs! No eggs! Nadra, hello! Oh no, ads! Oh no! Oh no, I need to I need to work on having those scheduled. I don't like them just interrupting people in the middle of me talking. You've never seen Brood? I'm assuming you mean Vroid because, you know, autocorrect. Hype to watch the progress. Progress will probably be very basic today, but that's all right. All right, without further ado, let's actually get this started because, yeah, this is not what Lorelei looks like. The new details that I haven't sent yet will be secret yet, though. Yes, yes. The reason I'm streaming this part right now is because we all know what Lorelei herself looks like her face. None of that stuff is really changing too fundamentally, but the clothing, I want to wait till Lore has had a chance to show off what she wants to show off before I start doing that. Plus, I don't even know what it looks like yet. It's a secret because it's probably like literally just about to be finished because it's very exciting. I'm very excited to see it all. All right, let's see. Let's get those eyes imported. I think we'll start there since I have those. Let's see, edit texture. We're gonna get those in here. The nice thing is I can ask Lore if she's in here now and then if she'd like certain changes, but pictures, art. I should have this all saved in the right spot. Yes, okay. Lorelei's file. Eyeballs! Look at the eyeballs! We have custom eyeballs now. So we'll go ahead and overwrite and save that as a new item. Eyeballs. Eyeballs. And let's see. Do we want any highlights in here? Lorelei, since you're in here right now, do you think you want extra highlights or just what's built in? I think what's built in is probably just fine because anything else is just probably going to distract from the rest, so. Well, that's the iris. Let's go to highlights. Oh, you know what I did? I imported the texture onto highlights. Let's redo that. Delay me. There we go. Let's save that as a new item. Then we'll go to the eye highlights and change that so we can see different highlights. Maybe add a little bit of effect. And the thing is, I can change these to be something other than white too. So if I wanted, I could, let's see, maybe put some kind of light blue color in. Ooh, that's kind of pretty. Well, it adds a little bit too much up here, though we could take that away. I'll send out the new eyes soonish. Been a long week. No problem. I just wanted these in so we're not looking at the basic eyes. We get a better gist of like how it all works with the colors and the makeup. I want to play with Live 2D more, but the model my VTuber mama gave me was too much for me to learn on. My goal this year is to get better with my 3D models, and I kind of want to start learning to do things from scratch and rely maybe a little less on Vroid built-in stuff. But I also have a goal of learning Live 2D this year. I don't think I'm gonna do anything super complicated. Like, the first thing I want to do is just maybe a mascot type thing, something simple. But I would like to draw my own model this year, like for an alternate outfit or something. I don't know about rigging though. Rigging scares me a little bit. Sykes, those are some very big eyeballs, and they are looking around in a very sus way. Like over 100 items and parts. Oh my god, I'd be super overwhelmed. Look at my special eyes. Yes, they are some special eyes. They are some good eyes. A chibi model? You know what? That seems a little more doable, to be honest. I think that sounds like a very good idea. I have a new monitor set up. I don't have a new monitor. I just, instead of duplicating my tablet monitor, I set it as a third one. So like, pardon me while I try to figure out where my mouse is on occasion. I'm not used to this. How about we do some swirlies, like Lorelei under the power of mind control? I think I'm going to leave these alone until I get the custom eyeballs. Let's see. Get Lorelei's basic eyebrow shape in. Good. Then I think I'm going to grab her colors for her hair right now, which I'll do that through my art program. Let me reopen that. I think I closed that because I had trouble getting Vroid Studio to show, and I was wondering if the art program was the problem. I just look over at while I'm opening these things at my stream, and I just see giant, like, wide open eyes staring back at me, expressionless. Okay, pictures once again. Vroid comes, Lorelei. Let's open up this, get the hair color. My keyboard is hidden behind my tablet today, so I have to peek around it to Control C and Control V. There we go. Looking more Lorelei-esque. I tried to do rigging, I couldn't do it, or at least not with all of that. Yeah, I think starting small would be good. Like, I think on Booth and such, you can actually find pre-made, like, layered artwork that you can use, which I'm assuming is what you're talking about. Was it your model mama gave you to try playing with? Rigging is like biology, but puzzle form, right? I don't know. I've not touched it yet, so I've never done any kind of rigging, but it does look complex. This is just stand-in hair. This is definitely not what her hair is going to look like at the end of it, all this. There. Well, now she's not mostly bald. Not bald, just very short hair. Put in a stand-in. Oh, okay, though actually this one looks pretty close to Lorelei's. I might modify it to make it a little different. That's cute. I like that. Okay, and now I'm gonna go back to the eyes and adjust things. Let's see. I'm gonna make the eyes look a little wider and more dough-like. Yeah, my model is all set up like layer-wise, but it was intense, so I decided to not have 2D for now. I might do a chibi model or something, just play with one day. That sounds like a good idea. Like I said, I think, yeah, I was thinking of doing a mascot, but now that you mention it, chibi, like especially a more simplified one, that might be a lot easier to do. All right. Give those big doe eyes. Eye size, let's see. They're a little elongated. Not too big. Probably leave that there. Laura's got a little bit, not droopy eyes, I would say, but slightly downturned. Cute look. The inner slant actually is pretty good. Just YouTube it. If only it were that easy. I've seen YouTube tutorials for rigging that are literally like 5 hours long. And it's like a part 1 of a series, and I'm like, oh boy, that's intense. Oh man, this song is gonna be stuck in my head now. What time? Oh, this is just the New Horizons theme. I was like, what time of the day is this? It's just the theme. It gets stuck in my head all the time. The rigging tutorial, I got to like part 3 of 12. Yeah, you're probably talking about the same one that I've seen. these a little wider. I swear everything looks kind of silly until you get it all the face like situated. It's like, oh man, are those eyes too close? Well, I'm not done with the eye shape yet for the eyelids, so we'll see. I think I might get the ears put on now too, the base for the ears, so that I can level the eyes a little better. The big eyes, the big wide eyes. I love how they call these furry ears in Vroid. I'm sure they just meant like fuzzy ears, but I'm like, gosh dang it, Vroid. Just calling everyone a furry. Let's grab the correct fur color for this. Control C and Control V. I'm actually gonna completely paint these ears inside from like scratch because the base color for cat ears in this doesn't quite look like Lorelei. Also, wait. I'm gonna have to make Lorelei's human ears disappear. Hold on. I've done that once before. I've just got to remember where the toggle is hidden for ears. Mouth, ears, here we go. Whoop, and they're gone, mostly. The thing about Vroid is even if you take the ears completely away, it's so creepy. If you look up close, the texture is still there. It just looks like weird, like, alien ears. ID, Lore, you're both in here. Oh my god, what a coincidence. I'm glad you're both here. All right, let's see. Now I can position this a lot better. Oh man, it just looks so weird. Like some kind of... Wait, why does this give me like fuzzy Teletubby vibes? Because don't they have ears that come out the side kind of like this? Or am I just misremembering? I don't know. It just looks funny to me. Let's rotate these guys. Nope, not like that. Move. Put them down. I know there's an option to rotate these outward. If not, I have a hack. These are all for shape. Ear shape. Okay, I know what I've got to do. We are going to just work on one ear's position. Make this a little smaller. If I find the option for this later that I can actually rotate them outward, then I will do that, but I don't... They might not have that as an option. No, I don't think they do. It's funny, when I first made elf ears for iCaterine, like my first 3D model, I actually used modified cat ears because I didn't know how to make elf ears in Vroid. Like, I didn't know you could just stretch out the ear parameters. Oh my god, look at the fuzz. Why is it disconnected? Yeah, I think that's how the ears were made. Do 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 do. Gotta be careful to not have the second ear poking out. You got a secret extra ear hidden in here. There we go. All right. I'm going to downturn these a little more if I can. Let's see what happens with the second ear. As you can see, there is still a second ear in here. Lorelei has a little bit more downturned ears. You know what? I'm going to put another image on stream so you guys can see Lorelei's face while I work on it. Now we got a cozy Lorelei just asleep next to me. I'll put her over here. Whoop. All right. Maybe make her a little bigger. Just a smidge. Alright, we gotta scoot the ears in a little further because it's not quite attaching on the bottom there. Whoop. There we go. Maybe up a smidge. I'm gonna have to smush them down a little bit though. And there we go. It's hidden. Meow. I like how this went from lo-fi anime. This isn't anime music. Isn't this is from Silent Hill? Like synthwave Silent Hill. This is still the anime playlist, anime lo-fi, but this isn't technically anime. Not that I'm complaining. I do like me some synthwave quite a lot. Let's go to the hairstyle. I'm gonna take away those side bangs because they are getting in the way. So for the front hair, I'm just gonna have those same bangs. The back, we're gonna have it long. I'm gonna take that away. Ooh, bald Lorelei. Just gonna re-input the hair without being a set, because when you put it in as a set, you can't modify the rest of the hair. We're gonna honk. Hello, Plague. Welcome in. Good morning to you. I think it's still morning where you are at. Let's go back to the ears now. Synthwave still comfy, yeah. I love listening to synthwave, honestly, probably the most while working on art projects, because when music has vocals, it distracts me. So yeah, I quite like synthwave while I'm working on things. The problem is I can't play synthwave on Twitch or else everything gets muted because I don't have the audio separated yet. So one of these days I need to get on that so I can play the playlists I usually listen to. Halo, it's 10. Oh, that's so... Is that very early for you, Plague? Is that like... Are you sleepy still? Oh, we gotta adjust the hair underneath on the base. Needs to be colored. Plague is gonna be judging me while I work on this because he's really good at Vroid and Unity and all that stuff. Got all the cool effects. Oh, this hair has like built-in side bits. I don't like that. This, like I said earlier, the hair that I'm using right now is just like stand-in till I do actual stuff with the hair later. You know what? I think she's just gonna have to be bald on the back right now. It's fine. No, I'm not good at Vroid, only Blender. I'm miserable at hair. Listen, I'm not gonna be doing hair on stream today. I don't even know if I feel confident doing hair on stream at all. Like, I get so frustrated with hair. Not to mention, like, my computer cannot really handle like hair very well because hair has a lot of bones in it, and when I open the hair tab and I've got all this hair going, like my computer sometimes gets a little slow, and especially with all my stream stuff running in the background, I'd imagine that it would take like a minute in between every save during hair. So I'm just like, nah, I probably won't do that on stream, but we'll see. I should have been asleep like 3 hours ago. Oh my god, Draco, are you a night shift worker? Like, do you work at night? Like, asleep 3 hours ago. Man. I never tried Blender or anything 3D, to be fair. Well, Vroid is very user-friendly. I first ever tried it November of last year, and I had no idea what I was doing. Like, my first model, I posted it on Twitter a few days ago, or maybe like a week ago or something, but it doesn't quite look like current iCattering. Like, you can see iCattering in that model, of course, but it was like using defaults, but it still didn't look like bad, right? Like, not awful, it just looked kind of like default. All right, let's see. Closing overnight, gotcha. I don't envy people who do night shift. The thing is, though, is I'm a night owl. I usually like to work on things. Like, if I had it my way and could just not worry about schedules of things during the day, I'd probably, my ideal life shift, if you will, like awake shift, would probably be like 10 a.m. till 2 or 3 a.m. But I can't, so it's difficult. I always feel like I get a second wind at like 11 p.m. and then I want to work on like everything. That's when I feel the most productive, but I gotta fit in with society and live by society's hours, so. Vroid is very user-friendly. Their method of 3D modeling is subtractive PNG drawing magic for real. Alpha invisibility magic. Yeah, I haven't touched Blender yet either. I've opened it, so I guess I've touched it, but I've not really made anything in it, which I have a commission in which I do be needing to make things in Blender, but I need to watch some tutorials. I wanna learn how to do things before I try to do this commission. It's actually for Avier's model. Like, he's got some 3D elements on his model that I honestly, maybe I could have made it in Vroid, but I don't think it would look as good as it would in Blender, so. But he's okay with me like taking time to learn how to do this stuff to make it look as good as it can be, so. Looking forward to it, but I'm a little scared because I haven't really done anything with Blender. But is Blender kind of like you can just like sculpt things in it? I feel like that seems intuitive by itself, because like I've sculpted things in real life. Maybe I could do it on the computer in 3D, but I'm sure there's like way more to it than that, and I'm oversimplifying it. I would be night shift, but yeah, real life job. Exactly. I do my best work after sundown, which is why I do my paid work during the day. There you go. That's a good way of putting things. Yeah, that's goals. Not gonna lie, I'd love to find another job, but man, is it hard to find something that isn't night shift. Yeah, I hear night shift pays, depending on where you're at, it sometimes pays a little more since a lot of people don't want to do it, but that's not always the case. Play can point you to some great Blender tutorials. He sent me some that I've had good experience ignoring for like a year and a half. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he's offered some help, and I do appreciate that. I'll probably take him up on that offer, especially once I get to Lorelei's hooves, because she has hooves, so like obviously she can't have feet. And I don't know, you guys probably haven't seen Lorelei's current model, but the person who made it did the best they could do to make like the hooves, like the fawn legs and hooves in Vroid, but I'm not blaming them for their skill. I'm blaming Vroid for its limitations. Honestly, what they managed to make in Vroid is probably the best that anyone could ever do. It's just Vroid isn't made for making hooves and stuff. Though I wouldn't be surprised, like, watch in 2 years or something, they'll have that kind of option, but Vroid is still very new. This is still version 1 point something, so... Kaz like, wow, that's so interesting, closes my DM. Yeah, that's me with most of your stuff, Plague, but if it helps me succeed with what I want to do, then I'd probably look at it. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not actually that mean to Plague. I'm honestly probably one of the nicest people to Plague, but tooting my own horn. Once again, I kid. Oh my god, I'm just not gonna read that. Here it pays $2.50 more, but can only cause a legal thing because not many people don't want to work it. Oh, because it is a legal thing, not because people don't want to work it. That sucks. They're just like, yeah, I guess we have to throw you some chump change because the law says so. That sucks. But you know what? As long as you're okay with working it, like I said, I would work a semi-night shift if I could, but I guess I couldn't be staying up till like 5 a.m. every day. That's a little too late, or 6, or whatever the average night shift is. I don't know. All right. Oh my goodness, I love playing with these toggles, like just seeing the fur shoot out of the ear. But yeah, Nader, I'd definitely say try picking up Vroid Studio. It's since it's free, it's very easy to play around with and learn how to do things, and it's all really a bunch of toggles, so and then if you've seen people with like crazy things added onto their Vroid models, a lot of the time it's actually made with hair, which sounds crazy, but yeah, you can make things with hair. Because Vroid isn't super advanced yet. Like I said, it doesn't have a lot of built-in options. Now, if there's like a 3D model with super complex stuff, it's probably been modeled in Blender or maybe Maya or something, but... I love seeing the fur shoot out of the ear. Quotes without context, yeah. I didn't know I had quotes turned on either, so... That's great, that's great. We'll just keep it, we'll keep it. My one night shift job was like 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. That's not terrible, but at the same time, depending on who you are, and in my case, 7 a.m., that'd be staying up way too late for me. Like I said, if I could get like a job that went till like 2 a.m., maybe I would do that. Fur volume, this is too much fur. We don't want too much fur. Honestly, that's probably about as good as this ear shape can get with just the Vroid defaults. So I'm going to duplicate this and then I'm going to flip it. Where is the flip option on here? Oh, you know what? There is no flip option. That's only with other parts of the model. So we'll just have to match it. Looks pretty well matched. I guess this one's a little higher. There we go. Now, I think we'll get the skin tone to be a little more ghostly. Let's grab that color off of her picture. I love abusing that for out of context quotes. Well, I can't wait to see what ends up in there, to be honest. It'll be a very strange collection of quotes, I'm sure. When I was at Amazon, we were scheduled 9 p.m. to 8 or dyslexia, what? We were scheduled 11 p.m. to 9 a.m. The hours were nice, but it's Amazon. You know, I used to think that Amazon sounded like a nice job. But Amazon definitely did a good job these last like 3 years or so making it sound like a very unappealing job. And by Amazon doing that, I mean them having just very bad policies as far as like just not really caring about their workforce. I feel like... What's your guys' opinion on Amazon taking over the world in terms of like a year or two ago I was thinking, oh man, everything's going to be Amazon in the future. Like we've already got Amazon shopping, there's Amazon this, there's Amazon that, they've got Amazon grocery stores, they got like so many things run by Amazon. But I also think Amazon's doing a good job of shooting themselves in the foot. And eventually people are gonna like turn their backs on Amazon like they already kind of have. That's my guess anyway. So who knows, maybe they'll be like the next Sears or whatever that's gone out of business and it used to be the dominant business. There we go. Alright. My friend who works at Amazon is making $112,000 a year. What? What do they do there? I'm assuming they're not like packing things for shipping or working in the warehouse, but maybe if you work there long enough. It's amazing how with just a few color tweaks and such, this is already starting to look a lot more like Lorelei. Honestly, I'd rather work at 3 fast food places at the same time rather than Amazon again. Oof. Oof. I just hear their policy for like breaks and such is really bad. Like they don't give their workers enough time for breaks. Like they basically count walking to the break room as a part of your break, and that brings me back to when I used to work at Walmart years ago. They'd be like, haven't you been on break long enough? I'm like, it literally takes like 5 minutes to walk from my department to the break room. That's not a part of my break. But honestly, I got to the point where I was so tired of them treating me like garbage that maybe towards the end of working there, I was taking like 20-25 minute breaks instead of the 15, because I was like, I don't care, this place sucks. In order to work there, you need like hour-long breaks paid where you can just like leave the premises. Obviously that's not realistic and I'm joking, but they have businesses in towns in other countries a few blocks away from warehouses, and they're already ghost towns. Ooh, wow. I think he works in security or something. I don't know. He said it's not too bad, but blah, Amazon. I mean, if you can be in like a cushy higher up part of Amazon, I'm sure it's great, but the grunts, I'm glad that there's been a big push for unionizing at Amazon and other big companies. Bringing unions back will be a huge deal for the US. I wish, like, cause, okay, Walmart, if you said the word union, like if you even thought the word union, they'd probably like shoot you as you walked out of the place to your car. Obviously not, but like when I worked there, I remember they showed us a whole video that was like a dramatized version of like an employee talking about unions and like why it's bad, and it was like very theatrical, and I'm like, this is stupid. And then I read on the Walmart Reddit like way back when I worked there that somebody said that they were talking about a family reunion with a coworker, and the manager happened to hear it and like stormed over and was like, excuse me, are you talking about unions? That's gonna be a write-up. And they're like, I was talking about my family reunion. Like, what? Bad, we don't get breaks? You don't get breaks? Isn't that against the law? Oh, we don't get breaks either, really, but we work from home, so they don't monitor super hard. That's fair. I think they've done internal studies that find that they expect to run out of people who are still willing to work for them by 2028. Wow, really? Or something, as people get burnt out so fast. Ooh, they might want to look at, you know, doing something to treat their employees better and make it more desirable. When I was a supervisor at Ross, I usually wouldn't bat my eye if someone takes an extra 5 to 10 minutes on break, but if it was too long, we had to call them back to back up registers for other people's breaks. Ooh. I mean, that's fair. Like, when people take too long breaks, like, I get that they're, like, hurting other people because then they can't take their breaks. But in the case for what I was doing at Walmart, like, it was... It was always like there was plenty of people covering the area and everyone else did it, and it's kind of like this big trickle-down effect of everyone. You know, it's bad when literally everybody's taking too long a break because they're overworked and overtired, and they're constantly being told to stay past their shift and such, so... Oh man, yeah, I worked at Walmart for 9 years and they have yearly anti-union classes. I don't actually remember if, no, maybe mine had that, but it was like computer versions where you had to sit down on the computer and just like watch as like some stupid video told you about how unions are bad. And I just always spaced out. I just like would click through the whole thing. It's like, I don't want to hear this. Though when I last worked there, they also made me... Okay, this is really bad. They made me wear a VR headset to simulate a active shooter event, and that was terrifying, and that was pretty close to when I quit, because I was like, I don't want to be here and be forced to put this thing on every 3 months and think about this. Yeah, it was a little traumatizing. I deliver packages for Amazon DSP for a part of the year. It's all very deliberately set up so that you're not an employee. You're easily replaced contractor. That's why you get heavily encouraged to keep Gatorade bottles in the van instead of making bathroom stops. That's why that happens. Okay. Yee. Yeah, I've heard a lot about that, and I feel so bad for the drivers because like whenever they deliver a package for me, they look so stressed out. So I feel for them. That sounds wacky and dystopian because it kind of is. It's terrifying. Let's see. Let's work on the nose. Let's see. Laura's nose is about this position. Let's put a base texture on for this. I'll probably modify it so that it looks a little better in Clip Studio Paint later, but this is just kind of an outline. Black. It'll be black. What the fuck, you guys got a VR headset? How come my store doesn't have one? Oh, do you work at Walmart? Maybe my store was fancy. I don't know. This was like, how long ago was this? This was like, I literally quit working there a month before the pandemic started, which I got really lucky with. And that was when I was like, no, I'm done with retail. I'm going into education. I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna do what I want in life for once instead of this job. I got real tired of it. And I think the VR thing was maybe like a year before that I did it. So maybe 2019, 18, something like that. How does this look from the side? Okay. I love how in Vroid you can paint directly on the model. That's another thing, Nadra. So you can literally paint right onto the model, or you can paint like onto the little like mask looking thing over here. Which what I usually do is I will paint onto the model to get kind of like a base sketch kind of thing going on, and then I export this face mask looking thing into Clip Studio Paint so that I can redo it in like higher detail, because honestly Vroid Studio, like if you look really close, it's kind of like chunky looking. Depends on what kind of brush you're using, but the brushes just aren't as good as in Clip Studio. Let me catch up with chat here. In October I had to take an active shooter training course, and I was like, guys, I work from home. What the heck? Oh, this is for your current job. That's a little wild. I guess in the event that you get called to the office or something. That's wild. We had like fake robbery / break-in things, not so much anymore, but I used to work in the front lines at a bank. I considered working at a bank when I was younger because I lived near one, but then like, okay, story time. So I grew up in a town that wasn't always the greatest, but I lived on like a not as bad side of this town, and it was a very sleepy side of the town. Nothing bad ever happened. Like I heard about things happening in town in the news, but like things didn't happen like that where I grew up. But then one day I'm like, I think I was still in high school, and I'm like minding my business outside, just, I don't know what I was doing, like I was just relaxing outside or something. And above me, I see all these helicopters flying around, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, why are they all circling around above my house? And I'm like, I'm gonna go inside. This is a little weird. And my neighbor from across the street calls up, and she's like, Kat, you need to get inside your house and you need to close all the window blinds and you need to duck down. And I was like, what is she talking about? Like, I never talked to this neighbor really. What? And I peek outside the window and there are police walking around with an assault rifle and dogs, and I'm like, what is happening? And apparently there was a bank robbery and the man was like at large, possibly hiding in my neighborhood. And I was like, oh, this was like around the time I was contemplating working at that bank, and I was like, you know what, maybe I won't work at that bank, not if things like that happen. Oh my god, like this man had like a gun and everything. I was like, I don't want to work somewhere like that, but I know it's probably pretty rare, but I got a little scared by that. And yes, retail is so exhausting. I'm done with retail. I worked it long enough, and I feel like everybody should work at least 6 months in retail just to like understand what retail's like and just how humanity can be and how to be more respectful to people, because like, oh man, some people you can just tell have never worked a service job in their life with the way they talk to people, or maybe they have and they've just forgotten what it's like. I don't know. I was watching TikToks about retail with someone who had never, and they're like, is it really like that? Exactly. Like I've seen people who are just like, it can't be that bad, it's not that stressful, and then they work a job like that and they're like, wow, this is a lot harder than I thought. I'm honestly surprised I was able to work both Walmart and Amazon at the same time for a year without either employee finding out. You must have had a really well meshed together schedule, but that sounds very exhausting. I worked at Walmart while I was part-time manager at some small vintage shop, and that was tough enough, but I couldn't imagine working at Amazon and Walmart at the same time. That sounds miserable. I don't know how you did it. The betrayal. I only worked in retail for about a year, but I actually enjoyed it, except for when I was scheduled with one specific manager who made the job horrible. Yeah, it kind of depends on who your managers are sometimes, if a job is going to be miserable. I mean, obviously customers can make things just suck, but if your managers suck too, that makes things a lot harder. Did I draw on this by mistake? There's like a little, oh, never mind, I see. I'm gonna make this actually match. So now if I do this, we'll do that. Okay, we'll have a little matchy going on. Mirror mode, and I'll turn that off. Turn mirror mode back on. I'm gonna actually erase that a little bit. And there we go. That looks a little better. Vroid is also neat because the hair is toothpaste that you can braid. I've actually never done braids in Vroid, and as you can see on Lorelei's picture, she has some braids, so that's gonna be interesting. It's probably going to be a mixture of kind of like braided hair, but also painted to look a little more braid-like. I'm not sure how I'm going to go about doing it, but that's why I'm not sure I'm going to do that on stream, because I feel like you guys would just be watching me be very frustrated. Oof, yeah, I've worked in it for over 5 years and never dealt with it, luckily. How long was I in retail for? About 8 years, I think. 8 years is long enough. And I never want to go back. Yeah, retail and food service. Food service I could never do. I never worked a food service job. Some people like it. I like cooking though, and I don't want to make my hobby of cooking be miserable. And I realize that a lot of food service doesn't even necessarily involve cooking. But I don't know. I just felt for me that working with customers and food at the same time didn't sound like a great experience. For me personally, I know some people love it, but it highly depends on what it is. Joanne's always tries to get me to work there, and I liked it, but I don't want to deal with the customers. I applied there once because I used to do a lot of cosplay, and I thought, oh, you know what? That sounds like the cosplayer's dream. Working at Joanne's, I could get discounts. It'll be great. But once again, it's retail, so I've learned that it doesn't matter if you like the thing you're shopping for at said store. It's still retail. This is eyelashes. I don't have eyelashes set, do I? You know what? Let's save this as a new item. Let's go to eyelids. Let's see. I feel like that looks more Lorelei, those eye creases. They pay awfully too. I'm not surprised. How I did it is the same as my daily sustenance: caffeine, nicotine, and Sprite. Oh, Spite. I thought you said Sprite. Spite can be good fuel. I was like, Sprite has more calories than gasoline? Who's done this study? Yeah, the discounts are like very rarely worth it. 20% sometimes, a whole 30%. Well, Walmart's got that beat. What was Walmart's discount? 10%? I remember when they would be like, oh, okay, everybody, it's time for your yearly raise. And the raise was like 1% or something ridiculous. I don't remember, but it always equated to being like 10 cents or less. And everyone was just like, yay. When I first started working retail, I actually worked at Sam's Club, which is like Walmart's older brother, even though it's not like actually older. It just feels a little more refined and mature. But even there, like when I first started working there, they had merit raises, so like if you did a good job, you'd get a better raise than everybody else. But then like a month at working in, they're like, yeah, we're taking that away, everybody gets the same raise. I'm like, what is the point? Like, why would they do that? Now everybody's gonna be a terrible worker and not put more effort in, and what do you know? People just stopped caring about their job as much. Shocking. That's a pretty big deal depending on how much fabric you eat or live inside of. Maybe if you were making cosplay as like a living and you needed a huge discount all the time, but even then, that's a good way to possibly start hating your hobby, working at the fabric store. Ross was actually really good for discounts. What was it? I want to say it was usually 20 or something, and it's 40 a few times a year. And I got to see all the markdowns and got a pan for 49 cents. That's not bad. Captain Jellyfish, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Wing Guild. Enjoy your 10% upgrade in magical ability now that you're in the Mage Guild. Welcome in. Let's see. 10 10% and that doesn't count for groceries. Oh yeah, I forgot. It didn't count for groceries. Like, it only counted for groceries during the holidays when I worked there. And even then it was only like, I think certain groceries weren't included. Walmart doesn't do yearly raises anymore? What? It's now end of year bonuses based on attendance? Excuse me? Oh my god. Oh man, that sucks. Because they know that employees like to use attendance points. Like, I would use all of mine up every time. I like, the people who were like lifers who worked there for like ever would look down on me and be like, you should work and not use those points. I'm like, no, they don't pay me to not use those points with my PTO, but I guess now they do. Sam's Club is Walmart, Costco. I only in practice of like what they sell and how they sell it, but I'll tell you this much: the Costco employees at the Costco I go to look way happier. They're way more interested in helping. They're way friendlier. If you go into Sam's Club, everyone's just like hiding from you and not friendly, and there's a reason for that. When the Costco was built near where I used to live, they had ads, like hiring ads, and the starting wage was like $10 to $20 something more an hour than what Sam's Club was offering, like, to start. So yeah, what do you know, if you pay your employees better, they're nicer and they get more work done and they're more helpful to people. Yeesh, in my head I was thinking, well, 10% could actually be better when you consider how much Walmart sells, but it kind of defeats the whole purpose. Yeah, honestly, the 10% basically is there to get Walmart employees to put their paycheck back into Walmart, if you think about it. It's like they earn the money there, and then where else are they gonna spend? They get 10% off, and they don't make a lot of money at Walmart, so it's just like, of course, if I got that 10%, I was gonna use it at Walmart. And what do you know? I dumped my whole paycheck back into Walmart, and Walmart has such a high margin on most of its products that they don't care if you get 10% off. So it's like, hey, we're basically having our employees work here for a huge discount. What do you know? Raises that don't keep up with inflation. Let's go. Let's not go. I at least hope with like COVID and all of that, I was hoping that there'd be some bigger changes for retail employees, but I don't know if that's sticking. Like, one could hope, but I don't know. My company actually did account for inflation this last year, which was nice. That is nice. That's good. I do feel like some companies are getting the hint and trying to do better for their employees lately, but it's a slow process for sure. Costco is way better. Welcome to Costco, I love you. I love Costco. Do I need to buy things in bulk? Not necessarily, but I do like it. Their pizza's good too. Though I think their pizza's very similar to Sam's Club. They're both good. But yeah, Sam's Club does not treat its employees well. Speaking from experience, I used to work in the electronics department there. That was an alright job for the job itself, but it's still retail, and the managers sucked. The pay was not great. My brother was like, do I have to buy you a crock pot on Amazon? Can I buy it at Walmart so I can get my discount? That's where a lot of my gifts came from when I was working at Walmart, because I needed that discount. And honestly, Walmart does sell a lot of stuff, so. I think these actually look very close to Lorelei's eyelashes, but I'm gonna have to modify the texture. Oops. What happens if I draw in black? Okay, it just does that. Alright, let's use color calibration and see what that does. Oh, there we go. That's much better. That looks great. Okay, we'll save that for now. Walmart be like normalized company stores in 2023. Yeah, basically. I think they've been working towards that model for a while now. Or maybe they're already there. Joke's on them. I spend my paycheck at Target because for some reason my discount card still works even though I quit back in 2014. Oh, they never deactivated your discount card? Oop. How much is Target's discount? Alright, mouth. Let's make the mouth more like a fawn mouth. Color, we'll make it that color. Not sure at what point rambling gets too political, but I'm cautiously optimistic that more people are starting to realize that the cracks in the system are getting a little too unsustainable. I've seen thought pieces from billionaires that boil down to, we need to consider some form of UBI before all of our potential customers either starve or eat us. I mean, there's a lot of people that do say eat the rich, right? I think a UBI does sound like a good idea. I wouldn't mind there being a UBI, honestly. I think people deserve to live and have some kind of living, and I don't know, I don't want to get too political, but like, yeah, there's always going to be people striving to do more and earn more and work harder, quote unquote, but I don't know. America's a little wild right now. Target's discount is 30%, which isn't a lot considering they're more expensive, but I only go to Target to flirt with the Starbucks baristas and enjoy a quiet and clean store. I mean, honestly, the quiet and clean is a big deal. Walmart is like chaos, and Target can be chaotic, but it's definitely a lot more quiet than Walmart. I don't go to Walmart ever since I quit. Like, I think I've been there twice because I had to go there because all the other stores didn't have what I needed, but every time I go in, it's like flashbacks. Like, I hear the sounds, like the scanner noises, the tells on noises. I'm just like, oh my god, I gotta leave. This is giving me flashbacks. Laura's mouth actually is pretty high up, but I don't know if it can be without clipping into the model's nose. Mouth corners. Oh, that's creepy. Alright, let's see. That just changes that. Laura does have some pouty lips. Should we give her a tooth fang? I don't think that's in her design, but it's kind of cute. I don't understand tooth fangs, like this tooth fangs. I mean skin fangs. I don't understand the skin fang thing, but they are cute. Is it like the tooth is inside and it's poking the skin into that shape? I don't know. Sorry, busy with calls, but lurking. Lower mouth is fine. a lower mouth is fine if needed. Okay, good. I know that, speaking from experience with my own model, sometimes if the mouth isn't low enough down, it clips into the nose because of Vroid. I might be able to work around that to some degree, but we'll see what happens once I test it out. I need some DSLs though, for real, for real. For real, for real, no cap, on God, on my life. Ayo. Some DSLs, let's see what some DSLs look like. Thick clip. I've never done both of those toggles at the same time. Oh my god. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Would you like a kissy? Hello, blah blah. Yes, it is happening. It's happening a little too hard. Oh my goodness. They're just skin tags that people are very polite about. Pointed skin tags on the lippies. Oh man, the shape and size is all that matters for now, and I'm happy to do testing along the way when needed. Good, good, good. Hey ID, give Laura a kiss. Yeah, look at these lips. They're made for kissing. Oh man. Okay, let's put them back to a more normal, not literal duck lip size. Let's see. Let's put that like that. Oh, let's see. We still have that toggle on. There we go. There we go. I feel like I'm going to edit the lip texture to have the shading and color in Clip Studio because, like I said, I don't really like the brushes that are built into Vroid, but we can try. Just see what it looks like. Extra blend shapes, maybe. Somebody, quick, make a duck VTuber with the duck lips. Ah, man. Let's see what we can get. I'm gonna use the mirror mode and part of me wants to alter the brush opacity, but whoa, okay. Let's turn off mirror mode. Yeah, see, sometimes the drawing directly on it just doesn't really work very well. Yeah, this is one that I have to color on the actual template and not the model. Three-dimensional parts of the Vroid can be hard to paint. And unfortunately, in Vroid Studio, it's hard to zoom in on this part of the face. Let's see, let's do a new layer just in case. We'll do a little bit of a painting on for the sake of templating what I'm going to do later. Oh, those are some Betty Boop style lips. It's interesting to see how when it's three-dimensional it just looks so different. But that's why I'm painting this guideline lip on, so that when I paint in Clip Studio, I'll know how it actually looks when it's formed over the 3D model. Is this actually an anime song? What is this? Vocals. They're distracting. Don't want them. eraser. Yeah, it's just really hard to get shapes right with this brush. That's the eraser, my bad. It's just amazing how the smallest amount of paint gets so warped by the three-dimensional shape. Yeah, I think this is gonna look much better once I do it in Clip Studio. So I'm going to... Let's see, should I export this? Maybe I'll demonstrate that. We're gonna export the lip shape. Hello, Gum, welcome in. How's it going? I saw you were doing some Skyrim earlier. How'd that go? Lots of screaming? Alright, I'm going over to Clip Studio for a little bit here to see if I can paint the lips into a better shape. Whoops, that's me. Not me. Vroid. Maybe. Yeah, it's not working. Wait, is it? Oh no, it's not. Okay. You know what, I'll stay in Vroid for now, and I'll do the Clip Studio stuff off stream, because it's a little too complicated to switch back and forth right now. Right now, I'm just gonna kind of paint that base shape on though, and I'm probably going to make it invisible because otherwise it's just gonna distract me, because like if I see that it's not perfectly how I want it, it just distracts from the whole thing. So I'm gonna make that invisible for now, and I'll come back to it off stream when I can edit it on Clip. So I'll save that as a new item. Make sure the eyes I'm out there permanently like this. The Petch face. How creepy would it be if I could make a Petch face version? That sounds like a fun challenge, honestly. Maybe I should do that for April 1st. I bet I could make a Petch face model. It would be very cursed seeing that all three-dimensional. Hi Cat, Skyrim has been good. Becoming a wizard? You're off to be a wizard. The wonderful wizard of Riverrun? I don't know. I'm going to go back to some music for now, but I might be back in a bit. Alright. Have fun listening to some music. Thank you for stopping in, Nadra. Have a good day. I miss Skyrim. Seeing Gum play it has been very nostalgic. Oh, Lorelei, I have a question. Do you want blush on your cheeks for this model, or because I noticed in the PNG you have blush around your eyes but not on the cheeks? I don't know if you wanted that or not. Because I can definitely take that off. Probably not gonna work on too much more painting stuff today because I think I'm gonna go, at least not right now. I think I need to get the body shape situated first. No, just around the eyes. Blush will be a custom face expression add-on. Okay. So I'm gonna take that off right now just so it's not there and I don't forget. Cheeks, okay. There we go. I'm gonna save my progress so far. It'll be a very blushy face. We'll make it way more obvious once we have that toggle started. Like some heart eyes with some blush. All right, body time. Actually, I'm going to make a more skimpy outfit so we can see the body. Ayo, what? Don't worry, not too skimpy. And tops. Sorry, Lorelei, I am exposing you on stream. Should I take the shorts off too? I'm in control. Looks like some like weightlifting kind of outfit or like old school swimsuit. Hi Mox, how's it going? Mama doing mama things? Yes, I am. Working on Lorelei today. I just started, so it's very basic so far, but she at least looks like Lorelei now. When I first started, she definitely didn't look like Lorelei. Also, congrats, Mox, on winning a 2D model. That's amazing. I saw that on Twitter. That's very exciting. I can't wait to see what you do with that. Looks good so far. Thank you. I can't wait to see how this all looks when I'm done with it. Oh yeah, Vroid now has some pretty cute basic outfit stuff built in. They didn't used to have all these things. I don't think I've actually even looked at it yet. This is kind of cute. Alright, let's take that off though. Lorelei's official height is close to 5 foot, was it 6 or something? Let me look at the reference sheet. Thank you, I got the news and I literally almost threw up. I think I saw the original tweet because I wanted to see what the art looked like, and it's really good, and was it like 900 something people had retweeted it? So you got chosen out of 900 something people? And I was like, wow, that's some impressive luck. The last thing that I won, well actually, okay, I was thinking of something else, but usually I don't win things, like I don't have that kind of luck, but in the past maybe year or two, I've won 2 things, and the 2 things that I won were one art raffle on Twitter, and that's if anybody follows me or subscribes, the little image that pops up of Ikaterine floating, I won that piece of art, so that was really cool. And then at an Asian market one day, they had a raffle, like a fill out this raffle and you could win something kind of thing on their Instagram. And I was like, yeah, sure, it's a quick form to fill out. I don't win things, but let's see what happens. And then I forgot about it, and like 3 months later they contacted me and they're like, you're a winner. And I'm like, what? I win? What do I win? And they're like, you win 2 cases of green tea in bottles. So it was like 24 bottles or something of Japanese green tea. And I was like, I mean, that's cool. I like green tea in bottles. but that it was just very random. So like, are you available to come pick up the tea? And I was like, heck yeah. And then I got a message from them like a week after I picked up the green tea, and they're like, we apologize, we're so sorry. Apparently the green tea is close to being expired and we didn't realize it. And I looked at the bottle, it was like a month away from being expired, and they're like, because of that, we're gonna give you a new set of bottles of green tea. So I just had so many bottles of green tea, and I'm like, I'm not gonna not drink the other stuff. It's not like it's bad. Yeah, it was shocking. It's the only luck I've ever had in my life is, or oh, the only luck you've had is Twitter raffle luck. I mean, that's still cool, especially as a VTuber. Loving the wrestling onesie, yes. Lorelei doing some wrestling adventures. She cut her hair short so it doesn't get yanked in a wrestling match. Even the shoes that you've got on right now seem like they'd be like shoes you'd wear wrestling. What is this? I'm so distracted by these outfits. This looks like some kind of like Apex wannabe outfit. One of the ladies. Alright, well, enough of that. Let's go back to the body toggles. Up to this day, Kat still has to drink all that green tea. True and also not true. Like, I drank all the bottles of tea, but I forgot one of the other prizes they gave me was a big, like, Ziploc bag. It was like, it's like an actual product, not just like a random, like, Ziploc brand clear bag, but like it has the zip thing on it. But they gave me powdered green tea, so you can dump the powder into like a bottle of water and you can have instant green tea. I haven't finished that yet. There's still a lot of that left. I'll be honest. So I guess you could say I am technically still using that green tea, part of the green tea. Let me look at Lorelei's height. So with the horns, she's like, it says close to 5'8" on her chart. But I'm not gonna look at the horns. She's 5'6" according to this image with her head. Let's see what centimeters. 5 foot 6 in centimeters. Because I'm American, so I don't know that offhand. About 167, 100, round up to 168 centimeters. Okay. No hooves though, 1 out of 10. She will have hooves by the end of this, I promise. It might not be right away, but it'll happen. It'll happen. That's gonna be the most complicated part of this model, is getting those feet and hooves going, but I think I could do it. Do. Hold on. Shading. I'm actually gonna turn off the shading too. Nope. There we go. So now we don't have any more of that weird pink hue going on. It's just like normal shading for this skin tone. Tadaima! When I was a wee gopher, my mom entered me in a cute kid contest at a local grocery store, and I won a 3 men and a baby VHS. It was the first thing I ever won, so I wore that VHS out watching it on repeat. That's amazing. That's so adorable. Sykes' biggest cutie confirmed. Yes. I think I've mentioned this on stream before, but I'm gonna say it again. But when I was a wee elf, I thought that you could just write the name of whatever TV show you wanted on a VHS, and that would be the movie or TV show that would play. So that's my kid VHS story. That's so funny. I think Lorelei's actually already about the height she needs to be. She needs to be like 1 centimeter taller and it'll be perfect. $168. Actually, I can make it just right. 167.6. There we go. Oh wait, it is counting the ahoge. So with the ahoge included, not the ahegal, that's 5'8". Wait, why did Google give me 5'5" when I specifically typed in 5'8"? I'm confused. Oh, I see. Okay. Never mind that. It's math related. No wonder I was confused. 172.72. Let's modify that. There we go. That's proper Lorelei height. She is very tall with the ahoge. Looks very tall. The lore gets deeper. Cat discovered magic. Yeah, I definitely had some magic thinking going on when I was a kid. I was so disappointed when it didn't work. I also believed in wishing on a star, or just making a wish, and I remember specifically wanting... I'm not gonna say... Okay, I'll say it, because you don't know how old I was when I was a fan of this, but maybe it will give away my age, so I don't know. But I wanted a very specific toy at a young age, so I'll just say that. And it was a Happy Meal toy, except no, it wasn't a Happy Meal. It was for Burger King. They had specific toys that I really wanted, and I just thought that I could go to bed and make a wish, because, like, you know, Disney movies were just like, make a wish and it'll come true, and I was like, all right. Or wish upon a star. And I specifically remember, like, very vaguely going to my window and looking around outside for a shooting star, like, oh, I can wish upon a star. And, like, I didn't see any shooting stars, obviously, because, like, those aren't that common. You don't just look up and see one. And plus, I was, like, a little kid. I didn't have patience to stare that long. So I was like, no, the saying is wish upon a star. It doesn't have to be a shooting star. So I just looked at a star, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna wake up and those toys will be here tomorrow. And then I woke up, and I remembered the first thing I just, like, got up and looked to the side of my bed, and I'm like, they're not here. Why aren't they here? And I was very sad about that. Makes me think of, like, how old was I when I stopped believing in Santa? Probably like 8 or something. Maybe 7, something like that. I don't remember, like, finding out that Santa wasn't real being traumatizing, though. I think it's more like I highly suspected that he was not real, and then my parents confirmed it. You stopped believing in Santa? Are you okay? Mucha, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, did I ruin something for you? I picked the wrong star. Yeah, that's all it was. Maybe tonight I'll look outside and I'll find the right star. I should just make a very basic wish, like I wish that tomorrow I will wake up, and then I'll wake up and then I'll be like, wow, it really came true. It was the Rugrats Treehouse toy set, wasn't it? No, I said it was like a Burger King Happy Meal toy. I didn't even know there was a Rugrats Treehouse toy set. The star that I wished on. I bought you a star, babe. Haha. Haha, you named it Jessica's Thick Booty. Citizens of Gorp X46, our planet will henceforth be called Jessica's Thick Booty. The flags. They've got booties on them. Amazing. The booty star. Yeah, from Burger King. Wait, what? What? Burger King didn't have that, did they? Did they? I don't know. I'm gullible. I'd believe it. It's funny though, because my boyfriend's niece, I think she's like 8 or 9, something like that, and she still believes in Santa, and she's got 2 older sisters, and like I always have to watch myself around like the holidays, because like we went over there recently and I almost asked, what did your parents get you guys for Christmas? And luckily, like, I didn't say parents, I just said, what'd you get for Christmas? And I was gonna specify like, oh, what'd your parents get you? But then the youngest one was like, oh, Santa got us blah blah blah, and I was like, oh shit, I almost ruined everything. So you gotta be careful. I wonder if Lorelei's still there. Lorelei, are you still there? Are you still there? It's so funny because by default, Vroid just gives these really strong collarbones. Like, they are insane. Like, look at this. It's like two little mountains. Those are some prominent collarbones. Let's get rid of the height panel because it's getting in the way. There we go. So we'll soften those. Oop, oop. Show Adam's apple? Oh my. Yuck. Gorsh. She might be on a call. I know she's working usually at this time, so if she's not here, that's okay. So I got an important question. You guys might know what it is, but you know what? I have a little reference. The booba! How big are the booba? It's very important. I actually have access to Lorelei's current 3D model though, which you guys can't see because I've got it open in the tracking software, but I can refer to that and just copy that for now.
Guilty.
Oh, I've got that up double for some reason. Guilty. I'll do it again. That scared me out. I don't know why. For a second, I was like, who the hell just joined my stream? Like, I'm not on Discord, but who just joined? And then like I just heard the laughing part first, and I was a little scared. 44 double E, no lie. All right, you guys are gonna make me be D-gen at these hours in the day. Well, what the heck? These toggles. Bodoing. That's a weird shape, Vroid. What the heck? Oh. Damn it! I hate that sound effect! Oh my god. Hi everybody who is lurking. Hi. Welcome back, Mox. Welcome back, Gum. Now that I've got your guys' attention, check out these booba. Oh man. Lorelei is gonna come back in here and be like, what the hell are you doing to me? Alright, we'll make them a little more normal sized. Position, okay. Oh, that's that way, okay. Whoop, whoop, whoop. This is basically how perky are they? Though, to be honest, the lowest toggle is like, they're still perky, like they're still up. It's not like they sagged way down, but they got like compressed in a very strange way. Lewd, I know. Chest split, that's where it's like that. Honestly, chest split though, real talk, is best modified when there's actual clothing on because it can really warp the clothing in a strange way. If I put on some kind of outfit, let's just throw something random on so we can see some clothes on here. Ooh, this one's pretty. They didn't used to have all of these options. This looks like some Genshin stuff. That's what they're going for. This is all very Genshin Impact. Oh, that's cute. That kind of looks like some of the stuff Lorelei was showing me as inspiration. We'll just put this on for the moment. More titties. Yes, I asked how large they are. I'm using your current 3D model as reference, but I was demonstrating or about to demonstrate about how the chest split option can really change how an outfit looks, as you can see. If the model doesn't have much clothing on, then it's not as big of a deal, but yeah, with clothing it can really change things, so I'm probably going to modify that a little more once I have the actual clothing on, but I was just doing that to demonstrate how much it can affect things. So the chest split that I'm doing right now won't necessarily be what I do later because it's affected by clothing, or it affects clothing rather. So I'm sorry if they look a little weird, but they'll be changing. Like a large C cup, so what they are at on my current model is fine. Okay. I have your current model open in VC Face right now, so I can somewhat copy that. Okay. Go to the front of that model. And then the above. Looks fairly similar, I guess. Your body's going to go through some changes. It's okay, Lorelei. Change is inevitable. It's a part of life. These changes might be startling, but they are normal and expected. Parts of our human biology. VTuber puberty? Yeah, VTuber puberty be like, whoop, boing. Oh boy. I will say though, I'm a little bit surprised. It's probably because they're trying to keep Vroid Studio PG-13 out of the box, but it's amazing that this size booba is almost at the like maximum level of the scale. Like this is maxed out, but this is still past like halfway. Da booba. I want more ass, but Vroid don't like cake. I can probably modify that in... Well, I know I can modify that in Unity, so if you want that, I can do that. I kind of wanted to do that for my model as well. But yeah, the most thigh that Vroid Studio is willing to give is really not a lot. And honestly, they don't have a thigh toggle. It's like a waist toggle. Zykes! Thank you for gifting that sub to Lorelei. Welcome back in, Lorelei. Enjoy those emotes. Yes, give me that cake. Yeah, okay, let me see this again. Waist width. It gives you a little bit of cake, but I think that's funny that that's what they consider waist width, because if you look at the waist barely changes in size at all. Because technically your waist is like right here. This is what's defined as the waist. That part doesn't change in size at all when you max out waste. What the fuck? That's just hips down, right? That should be called the hip toggle. We need more horny people working on Vroid, basically. I'm sure plenty of people that are horny have worked on the Vroid program, but like I said, I'm guessing that they're trying to keep it PG out of the box, and they're probably under the assumption that if you want to make them bigger, you'll find a way, because yeah, at that point you're just gonna download Unity and make some modifications. And then they're like, then it's out of our hands. Those hip bones are real pointy. Let me see. I'm not sure where I modify that. Torso length. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Oh my. Lorelei is just all leg. Let's zero that out. Sorry, I had to reach over to my keyboard. I like the thick though, that can stay. Yes, thick. I think my model is maxed out with that too, because I like the thigh. Honestly, the legs I'm not gonna worry about because I'm whoa honk. Short stack lore. Yeah. Ayo, ayo. I'm not gonna mess with the legs though, because honestly they're gonna get chopped off. You're gonna get amputated. So I'm not gonna be painting the legs in stream, probably. But we'll see. I'm not entirely sure what angle I'm gonna be coming at for the legs, but we'll see. Does Lorelei have fingernail polish? I feel like I've seen that she does. Let me look at my reference image. Yeah, it's like a light gray, kind of like the ears. I feel a sneeze incoming. LoreleiSylvanus's. Yes. I'm so glad that the channel point sounds are working again. I missed hearing the clown noises. And the laughs. And the toots, I guess. Fingies. Alright, let's just color on this portion. Oops. Fingies. Small Lorelei. Oh, you missed, I'll show you. I was messing with the toggle for your torso length. So you can be tall, or you can be all... Oh, not that. You can be all leg. Yeah, let's put that back to 0. Whoa. Okay, I'm just gonna do that on the keyboard. It's easier. 0. Okay. Let's do another save. Blah blah. Please tell your boss you are leaving for the day because you need to watch yourself being born. What an experience. I just find it really strange that technically as a VTuber, I am my own mother, but not right now. Only when I'm 3-dimensional. I guess being that 3D models, well technically I guess I do rig 3D models being that I change blend shapes, which is kind of a form of rigging, so I'm my mother and my father when I'm 3D. God, VTubers are so weird. Alright. Let's see. Maybe we can throw a bun on next. Yeah. The base bun. Okay. Oh, look at those little sprouts. It's like grass growing on your head. I'll properly delete those all later, but I like using my delete key and I don't have good access to it right now. It's less of a family tree and more of a family spaghetti bowl, for real. I am my parent, but I've also got 2 other parents. The worst kind of magical girl transformation. Oh no, did I think I made a part of that invisible. Or did I? Oh no, that's just the shading from behind, I think. Oh yeah, it's gonna look better once I have hair attached. Like that. But she doesn't yet. Maybe I will do a little bit of hair on stream, get the base shape outlined. Let's see. What bangs do I have? Borth. When you re-debut, you are reborn in another mom or papa. That's terrifying to think about. Go back to thick lore? Okay. We are back to thick lore. She got the booty. She got the hip bones, which needs smoothing.
Oh my god, it's so juicy!
It is so juicy. Ayo, ayo, ayo. A juicy peach? Would you like a juicy peach? Thanks, Sykes. Yes, we need these sound effects. Quite juicy. So juicy. What did I walk back into? Something juicy. Some juicy thick thighs and a booty. Actually, you know what? I'm going to save this and I'm going to open up my model real quick. I'm curious if my model is even the correct height because I didn't know you could have exact heights. Back to model selection. Yes, I do have a file that's literally just my arms. Ignore that. There's some other things in there too that are ignorable. Or maybe they're not ignorable. Ass. Bunny cat? Yeah. Yeah, what about that? You don't see anything. I feel like this is very Wizard of Oz right now, behind the scenes. And there's also two gums in here. You got cat gum. Any day now. Now loading, please wait for a moment. This is more than a moment. you guys can see there's a chibi umeko in here too. It was my first foray into ever making anything chibi, and I didn't like how it turned out, so I didn't pursue it. Maybe someday. I made a chibi of Cat too, but anyway. Yes, the bracelets are floating in the like middle of the air because they have not properly been adjusted in Unity. You have to adjust the bone weight so that these things attach properly. But the bracelets are actually made out of hair in Vroid because you can't sculpt from scratch in Vroid, and the wings are not attached to the feet either. Because magic. Yeah, there's actually a lot I want to modify about this model now that I know more things, but learning process. Anyway, height. 163 centimeters, that is not correct. I'm shorter than that. Now I feel like I need to modify that. Let's see. I think it's like I don't know centimeters. I think it's 152 or 50. Yeah, it's 152.4. I'm so tall. 152.4. And now I'm small. Alright, that's all I wanted to do. Oh my god. The squished cat face, yes. I become squished. I'm so squished now. Squished down a whole 10 centimeters. This is why I need to upgrade my computer someday. Once I start working more with 3D stuff, I might have to do that because otherwise I'm gonna have to wait all day. I will say though, when I first started working in Vroid, I only had 8 gigs of RAM, and that was a nightmare. I was like waiting for models to load for probably 5 minutes, and every time I edited like a single strand of hair, it would take, I think I said earlier, like a couple minutes to process that single piece of hair. I wouldn't have done this if I didn't realize, or if I realized how slow it would go. 8 gigs of RAM is just enough to run Windows. Yeah, and it's just crazy that this computer is sold and marketed as a gaming computer. Which I'm not complaining because, like, I mean, I got a PC and I haven't had a PC in years, so but I guess I just didn't know what I was going to be doing with it, so I didn't know what to look for specs. Oh wait, what the heck? Where'd my models go? What did I click? I'm gonna reopen this. Watch, I just like lost all my models on stream. That would be a nightmare. I would say at least I only got a few hours into Lorelei's, and at least I still have mine, and at least I finished Aviar's, so it wouldn't be the end of the world, but I think I just clicked the wrong thing. Yes, okay, good. It's a little scary. They're all gone. But yes, Bunny Cat does exist. Bunny Cat will be shown off at some point, but that's for another day. I want to fix some things on it, but I'm quite excited about that one. It is very cute. There's actually a couple bunny things I'm going to be showing off at some point. They've been saved in my back pocket for a while, for the future. Well, yes, I was gonna work on hair a little bit. Year of the bunny is the best blessing. The bunniest blessing. Exactly. Though technically it's not technically the year of the rabbit yet if we're going by like Chinese New Year date. That's the back of the hair. I'm actually supposed to be going to a Chinese New Year party with family. Well, boyfriend's family on the 22nd, which is when Chinese New Year is. I don't think there's gonna be any bunny suits there, though. That'd be real weird. I just show up in a bunny suit. Sorry, with how Twitter's been, I thought this was what was expected. Why even go then? Or I could just throw some bunny ears on and they're gonna say wrong holiday. Oh, I can get rid of that side hair. I think I will. Delete. 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 That's the back. This is all stuff on the back. Let's go to the bangs. Why are bangs called bangs? I know that in like the UK they call them fringe. Like it's your hair fringe, which that makes sense to me because it's like the edges of your hair, but why are they called bangs in US English? I do not know the etymology of bangs. Fringe is more similar to what we say in Portuguese. I don't want to say that because I feel like I'm gonna butcher it. The only time I've ever heard Portuguese spoken was by Lucio in Overwatch. He speaks Portuguese, right? He's from Brazil. Yeah, I love Lucio. He's my main. Aww, cute. And another reason why Lucio is awesome is that he likes frogs. I think Lily probably appreciates that. Lucio, it's time to accelerate. Speed boost. I do like playing Lucio when I play healer. I don't really... I'm not a healer main. Like I don't main healers, but I do play as Lucio more often than not if I do need to heal. I do like Moira though because I don't know, she's fun. She can be frustrating too at the same time. But Lucio's so fun to like he just like skates around the whole map. It's fun being Lucio. Interesting hairstyle, Lorelei. Wait, Zykes, you play Overwatch? What? Or played Overwatch? I play Lucio half DPS mode. Oh my gosh. I'm not that good at Lucio. I used to be when I played on Overwatch for the Xbox because I got pretty good with controller, but lately, like when I play on PC with mouse and keyboard, I'm like, oh my god, I'm lucky if I can just like not die and if I can just like skate around where people can't see me, and then I try to heal and I try to remember to go speed mode when I can. Oh, I haven't touched it in like 2 to 3 years. Well, who did you play as? Besides Lucio, and same, who do you guys both play when you have played it? I missed playing it, so I did pick up 2, because obviously I've streamed it a little bit. I want to play again, but I'm very busy. I played a ton of Overwatch way back when it was in beta in the first couple of years. Same, I didn't play it in beta, but I played it the first year it came out, like a lot. And I managed to get gold a few times when I ranked, but I wasn't like playing it super seriously. I played it a lot. A lot of Diva, a little bit of Mei, but like probably 95% Diva. Alright, let's go back to this front. I'm going to modify where these pieces lay. Then I think I'm going to move. Can I move that single piece? No, I have to move the whole group. Well, I can move it like this. Mei, Junkrat, and Lucio. Good choices. I do like playing Mei still, though she can't freeze people anymore. Which is... I get why she can't, because that was a little bit OP to be able to just freeze people in place, but it was also like one of her main mechanics, so it's a little annoying. Now she just slows people down. I don't see a lot of people picking Mei anymore, and it's probably for that reason, but I still play her. I also haven't played in a few years, but I used to play as Lucio and Tracer. Also good choices, like the speed. Those are both very speedy characters. I like Mei and Junkrat because they have really low skill floor and they have plenty of tricks which to annoy the enemy team with. My boyfriend picks this, well, he doesn't play as Mei, but he picks Junkrat for the same reason, because he's not really an FPS gamer, but he'll play Overwatch so that he can play with me on occasion, and he goes for Junkrat and he goes for Roadhog for those reasons, because they don't require quite as much finesse in terms of aiming, which I get that. I'm not good at aiming either. That's probably why I play as like Diva and such usually, but I'm trying to get better. I feel like aim is a lot easier if you're playing with mouse and keyboard. What the heck just happened? Hold on. Let me go back to my screen. Sorry, you guys. My screen like blacked out for a second. And now my art program just decided to show up. What? I opened my art program like 20 minutes ago. And now it's literally just now popping up on my screen. What the heck? And now Vroid disappeared? Oh, I know what happened. Okay. So it blacked out because my computer is getting mad at me. This is what I was telling you earlier, that sometimes hair gets a little bit like heavy on the computer. The problem with my computer is it's not like I can upgrade it super easily because my motherboard sucks. It's like super bare bones. Like it only has 2 slots for RAM, so I can't really upgrade it past what it is unless I get really expensive RAM. So I've got 2 16s in there. And then I literally cannot upgrade the CPU basically any higher because either there's just no space to plug it in, or like it'll probably melt the motherboard because my motherboard's just not built for that kind of power. And my fan is like big and it's in the way of everything, so I don't think I can fit much of anything else in there. So basically, if I want to upgrade, I have to upgrade from scratch and get like a whole new motherboard, which I guess I could just get a new motherboard and plug what I've got in. But then I have to make sure it's like compatible with whatever I upgrade as well. So I don't know, it's something I'll figure out later. Oh, I also used to play with the granny with the sleeping dart, Anna. Anna's fun. She's cute. I like her. That's why I stopped playing, not necessarily because of the main nerf, but because they did that sort of thing all the time. They're absolutely desperate to make Overwatch a competitive esports game, and it's just not meant to be, that's all. It's an over-the-top, silly hero shooter game. It's supposed to have OP stuff in it that gives everybody a chance to feel powerful. Yeah, I'm with you there. I think Overwatch was just so big for a couple of years that people did want to see it as an esport. Like people that don't normally watch esports tune in, and Blizzard probably got very excited about that. But basically they modified the game so that regular people who play get mad about it or upset or like bummed that their character got changed so much, when I kind of think maybe they should just have like, I don't know, a competitive, like a separate competitive format of Overwatch that's different, or just not have the competitive esports part at all. I don't know. Tech stuff is hard, but honestly, I will say that I've learned a lot this year about the basics of building a computer, when before I was like scared to even touch the inside of a computer. I felt so proud when I installed my own RAM. I know, so difficult, right? I also installed a whole new Wi-Fi card, and now my computer has Bluetooth when it didn't have Bluetooth before, because it has Bluetooth with the Wi-Fi card. Whenever I upgrade next, I'll probably end up building my own. But I've said this before, but when I got this PC, like, there was a big shortage of parts, so building your own was actually more expensive than just buying a ready-made computer. Actually, these pieces in the front, looking at Lorelei's picture, are really long and they extend all the way down the face, so I'm probably just gonna get rid of them. Oh my god! Honk! Thank you for getting my attention, Zykes. I was zoning out on the hair. So I have a question. Forgive me if it's hard to do. Can the loose hair loops be added to the bun, like when you accidentally pull a part of, or pull a loop out of a braid? Yeah. Let me go to that now and see if I could do that. I think this is the extension. Yep. So that will have to be expanded a little bit. Going to duplicate this. And it's freehand group 1, and then I'll make it bigger. And we'll make it a little wider too. First I'm gonna rotate it though. Then make it a little wider. Pull it back in a little bit, and then I'm gonna make it, of course, smaller. Oops, gotta grab the individual piece of hair. I'm 2,500 years old, fam. My hair is a little messy from time to time. Thank you. Just scold me if I'm annoying. No, I'm glad you're telling me this now. And it's not really a big deal at all. It's just a little bit of tweaking the pieces of hair. I'm honestly glad you're here telling me, because it's a lot easier for me to do it while I've got it open and it's like right here. Not that I'd mind if you came to me after, but I appreciate it. One thing that's kind of difficult about working in 3D is it's really hard to tell, like, perspective. Like, when you pull something forward, like, it's hard to necessarily tell just how, like, that doesn't look like it's that far behind until you go overhead. Okay, back here, and then spin you around a little bit more. Back again. And then make this a little wider. You just need to open Vroid and VR, problems solved. I wonder if you can do that. Might make, you know what, I was gonna say it might make me a little sick, but honestly I don't actually get very motion sick. I'm very lucky in that regard. I remember when I went to Puerto Rico last year for a short little vacation that I had, and we went on this boat to go snorkeling on an island that was like an island that was just off of Puerto Rico. And my boyfriend was with me, and he just was getting really seasick, and he had to stare at the horizon the entire time, because that's like a trick to get out of being seasick, is to keep the horizon in view. And we were on like a speedboat, and they decided to go really fast, and we were like hitting the waves, and like we were like bouncing off the seats like a lot. Like, it was kind of crazy, and he was like so sick looking, and I'm just like looking around. I'm like, well, this bouncing is kind of crazy, but like otherwise I'm hungry. They're gonna make sandwiches soon, right? Because I said they were gonna make sandwiches on the boat, and he's like, how can you think about eating right now? Aren't you sick? And I'm like, no. And I'm wondering if, like, I know some people get really sick in VR, and I kind of wonder if maybe it's something to do with just like, do those people also get car or seasick? I don't know. Some people are more prone to that. I don't think I've ever been seasick or car sick or plane sick. But I did read that there's been studies done that certain people do have genetics that make them way more prone to it. So I guess I just don't have the seasick gene. I just have the allergies gene. It's pretty cute. Might make those pieces a little thinner though. Actually, no, I want it to be thick in terms of like how wide the actual piece is, but there we go. Maybe squish it out just a little bit too. Wider. And then squish it down, maybe? Being very picky about this. Better. Your brain is tricking your body to say it's poisoned. Ooh. It is people that are generally prone to motion sickness as far as I know, yeah. That makes sense. Your sister gets motion sick easily? Oh no. I wonder if that means that she wouldn't be able to play VR stuff as much. Yeah. But the newer VR headsets are doing much better. Even motion sick prone people are handling it pretty well now. I wonder how the one I have is rated for motion sickness, because Xeno's never gotten motion sick using the Oculus that we have. We have the... Or wait, no, what is it? The Quest. Never, it's the Quest. The newer Quest. I don't know how that rates for motion sickness. Higher frame rates help a ton. It was the very brief lag between turning your head and actually seeing the turn that was making people sick. That makes sense, because it's like if you're it's your body not matching up what it's feeling or seeing to what is actually visible, basically. That's why keeping your eye on the horizon's a good idea when you're on a boat. And that's probably why people get sick on airplanes too, because your body feels like all the movements and turns, but you can't see like the plane of the horizon, so your body gets confused. So probably if you get sick on a plane, like looking outside might be a good thing to do if the horizon's visible, but I don't know. I get sick in VR, but it's only because of how my immune system deals with, because of, I'm susceptible to computer viruses. Oh. ID gets that. ID, do you get motion sick? Or do you just get virus sick? I was watching an episode of Agretsuko last night. I don't know if anybody else has watched or watches that, but there was an episode where Haida, the hyena, he's like an office worker, and one of the older office worker ladies is complaining that her computer isn't working. And she's like panicking over his shoulder while he's got it, like the case opened up and he's looking inside, and she's like, oh my god, please tell me it's not a virus. It's a virus, isn't it? It's a virus. And he's like, it's not a virus, calm down. And she's like, I know it, it's a virus. And he's like, one of your RAM sticks was broken, I replaced it, here, it works. And she's like, oh my god, you're a genius, I knew you could do it. And I was like, it really is older people who blame literally everything on viruses, isn't it? Like, oh, my computer's slow, it's gotta be a virus. I mean, it makes sense, like 15, 20 years ago, viruses were way more prevalent and damaging to computers. So I get it, but I was like, I never thought about that before, about how older people blame everything on computer viruses. Let's add more hair. Lorelei's hair is kind of wavy, so I don't know if I should even bother using this default. I think I'm gonna go back and make my own. Real quick, before I do that though, I'm going to go grab myself another drink because I'm getting a little parched, so I'll be right back. I'm back, and now Vroid is not back. What gives, Vroid? Why you gotta be like this? There we go. Just had to be in the same window. Good. I can't wait till I do the custom textures for her hair. I think... I want to get rid of the highlight on here. I don't like the default Vroid highlight too much. Another thing I like to do is add a little bit of outline to the hair to make it look a little more 2D, but it works better once I've actually got the hair made. I think now that I've got the ears on, actually I'm going to modify where the eyes were because I was going to do that earlier. The way I process all my art is so weird. A lot of back and forth. Let's see. I might put the eyebrows up a little bit too. And the eyes. That's looking better already. Whoa, whoa. Another thing I need to modify, probably, actually definitely, is the inside of Lore's mouth. So to do that, I'm gonna make a new layer and I'm gonna make it a color layer. Color. I know the inside of her mouth is kind of like a bluish color, though I don't think I have a reference to that. I just know it. Save that as a new item, and now we can test it out by having some expressions. Let's actually go over to the camera view. We can see it in better quality. And we will go to post-processing, and I always like to make sure to turn on my anti-aliasing so we can turn that up to high. So it looks less grainy looking. Let's do some expressions real quick. Happy. Yeah, see, the mouth clips into the nose because that's what that black thing is, because Vroid's a little bit weird about if the mouth is too close, so I might have to lower it down, though I might be able to avoid it a little bit with certain blend shapes too. Sometimes I can prevent it by making it so that the blend shapes don't max out so easily. Sad Lorelei. Yeah, and this one's clipping into her cheeks, so I think I need to lower the mouth a little bit. Okay. So the mouth parameter. I don't want to lower it too much because then it looks a little funny. I might be able to bring the nose up a little bit though. Nose tip position. Nose base. Okay, let's make the base less prominent. See if that helps. But I think the nose width does need to be a little wider so that the fawn nose stays in that shape. Then, so I don't forget, I also want to change the sclera shading. I like to use custom ones that I've made. Though I think I'm going to change... Let's duplicate this and make a new one. I'm going to change the color. Because since Lorelei has blue-toned skin, the usual eye shading that I have looks a little too yellow in contrast, so make a new layer. Once again, we'll change it to a color layer. I don't want it to blend in too much, I just want it to be more cool-toned. It's a little better. That probably blends in a little too much. I think that a little less would be good. Let's just make a new layer real quick, and I'll bring the... Oh, you know what, actually? Go back to that layer. Whoop. Not like that, though. That's that layer. Okay. This layer. We'll just bring the opacity down a bit. I almost wonder what it would look like with a little more of a purpley tinge, maybe? It's a little too pink looking. I think this is good. Looks good. Okay, now I'll save that as a no, actually I already have this as a new item, so I'm just gonna override it. And then for the hair, I'm going to get rid of these little side pieces. They don't need to be here. There we go. Smooth. With that said, I think I'm going to draw on the hair around the front, so like the bangs, but they're not going to be drawn on the same layer as the bangs. Let's use this layer, I suppose. I'm gonna do it as a duplicate though, but we'll get rid of those other pieces. Alright, and now I can just draw straight on here. do. Pen brush. Now I gotta use Lorelei's reference and get those bangs drawn in. Gonna have to have her zoomed out a bit though, because gotta draw long swoopy pieces. I'm just testing that out. Okay. I'm gonna make these wider pieces. The Marble Garden Zone. I was like, this sounds like Sonic music. I've never even really played Sonic, but I was assuming that it was Sonic. It sounds very Sonic. It is. Sometimes hair looks good from a certain angle, but then you turn it and it looks weird. So we'll see. That looks pretty good. I think I'm gonna make it wider though. Oops. Why isn't that piece widening? Did I grab the wrong piece? Oh, you know what? Gotta do it here. There we go. And now we'll modify where it sits. Super focused on this hair. I feel like it's a little too stiff compared to before. Let me try that again. The amount of times that I have to redo hair till I'm satisfied is a lot. Let's start there. So I think this all goes over a little more like that. How does the moon cut his hair? It clips it. It's funny that you bring that up, blah blah, because Lorelei's hair is kind of moon-shaped up here. It's got a little crescent swirl. Her PNG art, that's the reference on the screen here, looks a lot more crescent moon-like. Eclipse it. Ha 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 ha. Blah blah, you're like the master of dad jokes. I appreciate it. I said this before, I'll say it again. I do appreciate a good dad joke. Oh my god, I really want to make a Petch face in 3D now. Be both terrifying and amazing. I think I could do it. I really think I could. It would just be absolutely terrifying. little swoop. That's pretty cute. I'm gonna flatten this out a little bit though. You can do it, Kat. I believe in you. I think I'm gonna try it as like a hobby model. Watch, I'll come up with like a Petch base and then everybody can have a creepy little Petch gremlin model. I think maybe with this model, since Lorelei has really long hair, I might actually try to learn colliders so that the hair doesn't clip through everything. That would be really nice. Oh, that looks so much nicer. Alright, let's add a little more hair on so that she's not, like, balding, like, part of the way. So I guess it's technically not balding. She does have hair there. It's like hair that's pulled back very tightly, but also happens to be a different color. Bulge. Not to be confused with bulge. You know what? I think that I want the top of that hair to not be pointed. Oh man, I'm probably just gonna delete all this hair on the back because Lorelei's hair is a lot more wavy. So I'm just gonna delete that all. Yeah, goodbye hair. It's nice knowing you. She's gonna be even more bald now. Off stream, add an expression that pulls the bangs and fringe back like that and draw tic-tac-toe on her forehead. That'd be a really funny toggle to have. Like little Easter egg surprises hidden under hair. Well, technically, she does have something hidden under her hair, and you guys will probably see it in a moment. Maybe? A little spike right there sticking out of her head. She has horns technically right there. It's her other ear. her third ear of her fourth ear. She has 4 ears. They're just hidden in her head because of Vroid limitations. That's actually a very funny and good idea for fancy models. That would be really funny. Or like, I remember hearing about this story like in the early 2000s when like it was like exciting and new for companies to have a .com, like the .com bubble before it burst. Some company paid somebody to have a web domain tattooed onto their forehead. Maybe I could make models and like somebody could like pay to have their name written on Lorelei's forehead. All right, let's draw on more hair. I think I'm going to duplicate this and get rid of those 2 pieces. Delete. Delete. I like how that came out. That looks cute. Actually, I'm gonna go back to this piece here, and I'm gonna use this for the side bang. Cute. Modify that a little bit. It's a little more wavy than her PNG has, but I kind of like it, so I'm gonna leave it like that. And that piece will tuck under some braids, which I will probably do off stream because I feel like braids are gonna be really complicated. I'm gonna make the rest of the hair, let's see, this is gonna be less pointy and more thick. So I don't have to draw as many pieces because Lorelei doesn't have like super skinny hair pieces. Let's see, how does that look? And then I know Lorelei has like little pieces at the bottom of her hair that are kind of a little swirly, bobbly, I don't know how to describe it, shape. I'm trying to pull it up so you guys can see it on chat, but I don't know if... There we go. Just leave it there like that. I wonder if I can replicate that. Make it a little less pointed on the end, perhaps? Yeah, there we go. This is gonna take some messing with, I think, to get that right. That shape right. Whoa. Oops. Guess I'll have to do that over again, but I think I figured out. So I had that up like that. Very nice music, Cat. Thank you. If you look it up on Spotify, it's just called Twitch Save Anime lo-fi streamer music. It's got like 4 hours worth of anime lo-fi on it. Oh, this is from Demon Slayer. This is the, I can't remember what his name is. Zankyo, the jewel guy. It's his theme, I guess. I need to finish that season. Alright, I think that shape's pretty good for starters. Add more pieces. Does each strand get drawn with different... Oh, there we go. I think I'll just draw a bunch of hair, and then I'll kind of modify it after the fact. It looks like a mess right now, but it won't once I'm done with it. I think I might have to have multiple layers of this kind of thing going on. I want to die. It's so busy today. I haven't been able to tune in much, but it looks cool so far. Oh, good. Good about it looking cool so far. Sorry that it's crazy busy, though. Glad you're at least able to tune in to see some of it. See if I can adjust the width of some of these. They're about as wide as they go. I'm gonna adjust the thickness on some of them so that there's a little bit of a differentiation between some of the pieces. I'm also probably gonna have to modify the strand shapes in the settings panel. I was like, this sounds familiar. It's because it's Spy Family. Still need to finish watching that show. trying to think. The anime I just finished was Bochi. It's really good anime. Should watch it if you haven't. And the anime that I've picked up in its place is the new Trigun Stampede, which I will not spoil anything or give any details about it, but it is very good so far. I will say that I think the 3D looks amazing on it, and I can't wait to see more anime made this way, honestly, because it kind of makes me think of like high quality Disney animation, if anything. And I'm not talking about necessarily Pixar, just like the facial expressions and such. Yeah, the style looked amazing in trailers, but seeing it in the show, I feel like it's even better. Like, seeing all the action. Yeah, Scum, we need to have more anime nights. I know I was gonna run some in Tori Nexus, and I still have plans for it, but IRL stuff outside of VTubing has gotten busy again, so a little less free time than I had before. Honestly, I'm surprised I'm watching as much anime as I am, and by that I mean like 1 or 2 shows a season. Anime rules! I have the power of anime and God on my side. Japanime. Gilgamesh. I did not expect that to be a clip on Blurb, but I'm also not surprised it exists. Oh man, that poor kid. I hope he wasn't bullied too much. I hope God and anime protected him. Did it protect? Why is it like, oh, I see, it's like bent upwards a little bit at the end. I'm like, why is it not pointy? Maybe. Oh. Okay. Let's make the cross section into diamonds? Or... okay. I think this might make it look a little better. Freaking weeaboos. One thing I've actually been thinking about doing this year for fun and as a challenge, and it sounds a little bit intimidating, is go to an anime convention, or maybe not actually go to the anime convention, but have like a panel, a VTuber panel, where I'm not actually there, but I can talk live to the audience, but it'd be like a V-Shoujo panel, but on a much smaller scale. But it's like somebody else brings the TV and hooks it up, has a webcam facing the audience. I could answer questions. It could be live on Twitch. I'm like, that sounds like it'd be really cool. And I could answer like, not questions about like myself necessarily, but more like running a panel, like how to become a VTuber. Do you have any questions about what it's like to be a VTuber? Not that I'm like a great example of who to ask for that, because I'm not like I'm not a big VTuber. I'm a very small independent VTuber, but I feel like that would make it more accessible. Like, hey, You can just ask me questions about how to be a beginner VTuber. And a lot of the cons in my area have either never had a VTuber as a guest, or it's like been very big VTubers that are not going to be answering questions about what it's like being a VTuber. Like they might answer a few, but it's more like Gura was a guest at Anime Central, so that's in the Midwest, so that was a really big deal. And of course she's going to be obviously understandably answering questions about being Gura, but not like how to be a VTuber, because that's not her role in the VTuber community. Oh my god, there's an anime con that did that in Canada last year. I know a VTuber that was on the panel. Cool, that's awesome. I know that Girl DM did that recently, and she was at I think she was at a Canadian con, or no, maybe she traveled to the US actually, because she's from Canada, but she traveled to the US and she set up for a small con, and it was really fun hearing her talk about her adventures for that and getting it all set up and the tech difficulties. I feel bad, my hair is so stringy. I'm trying to think if there's an easy way to fill out and make it less torturous for you. No, that's just how Vroid is. It's not torturous for me, honestly. It's just me fiddling around with it a lot, and I'm going to probably just duplicate an underlayer and move it around so that it fills in. I'm just getting like the base layer set, so it's really not a big deal. It's just me trying to make it look a little better. Once it's like painted, I guess you could say, and doesn't have like the Vroid built-in textures, I feel like it's gonna look a lot better too. It's like these lines that you can see make it look really weird, and I'm gonna get rid of those once I put a new texture in. Just make the hair a big cone and draw stringiness on. You should be sorry. Nah, don't listen to blah blah. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Actually, yes he does. Because A, he makes good dad jokes. B, he is a very good supporter of Lorelei, so he knows what's up. I kid. Actually, I don't kid. Lorelei kid, because Lorelei is... Wait, do they call fawns... Are fawn babies kids just like goats are kids? Because technically, wouldn't this be baby Lorelei since she's being born? I'm assuming goats are called kids. Well, no, goats are called kids, but I'm assuming fawns are kids. Actually, I don't know. You know what? Are they... Fawns are a baby deer, but F-A-U-N. I don't know if there's terminology for baby F-A-U-Ns. I think there just needs to be another one of these duplicated, and bam. Make another one. We'll pull that one over here. And I think I'm gonna draw some more hair on from the side. Whoops. We are quite fond of lore, but Wait, nope. Too low. Start from up here. Nope. Might actually have to get rid of a few of these duplicates. Duplicates. Maybe this one. Delete. Pull these pieces up to the top of the head where they belong. I'm actually going to edit the texture in a moment here so that we can see what it looks like without all the stringy looking lines. I'm also going to edit the hair mesh. So that we can get some of the waviness in. Okay. I have to bring this bit back out a little more. Alright, now we'll add a little bit more hair to the side of the head so she's not bald on this side. And then once again, we have to go to the top of the head, pull those pieces into the correct place, otherwise they look really weird. Tuck those babies in. And then there will be a braid going across here, so I don't have to worry too much, but I don't want the braid to have to be enormous either. There we go. And now I'm going to adjust the mesh to be a little wider on the side so we can get some more volume in here. But first, I think I'm going to duplicate this whole thing, so that can be the underlayer. Resize. No, we don't want to resize. Well, we want to resize these side pieces. You know what? Let's do this on mirror mode so they do it on both sides. Make that invisible now, and I'm going to bring these bits inside a little more. Whoops. This one. Hello, Ritska. Hi, Katarine. How are you doing today? I'm doing well. I'm making a lovely friend in Vroid Studio, and I'm having a lot of fun doing it. I've been wanting to work on this for a while. How about yourself? These inner pieces are not going to be as full of volume just because we want them to hide nicely under the outer part of hair. And now the outer part can stick out a little bit. We can adjust it some. Actually, let me go to this inner part here. We're going to make it curve inward. That looks pretty good. Outer parts. Damn, my forehead looking good. Also, Ritska, I'm sorry you're having a bad day. I hope you feel better soon. If you don't mind, you can stay in here and you can listen to the chill background music. It's very soothing. Listening to some good music usually makes my mood a little better. And yes, Lorelei, you got a good forehead. Gonna have to add some braids soon, but like I said, that's gonna happen off stream. I've got to figure out how I want to tackle the braids, and I don't think doing it on stream would be a good idea. Let's take one of these pieces and hide that bald spot. Might have to make it a little smoother though. Now I gotta hide a few more bald spots. Are you malding? You malding? There we go. Make that inner piece disappear real quick. And then put it back. Alright, we gotta add something to cover that up. Wait, okay, so now I'm gonna actually take away the Vroid hair texture so we can see what it looks like without a bunch of weird lines all over it. Let's also change the outline color to be a darker blue color. And edit texture. Going with an X on the center. Alright, so I'm going to make this look more painted looking, like two-dimensional anime texture in Clip Studio. I'm not going to do that in here, so you won't see that today. But I'm going to completely erase all the Vroid texture for right now, so that we can see what the basic shape looks like. This is kind of like what Lore's current model is like in terms of texture. I'm going to add more shading and more an anime styled shading to it. How's the hair going? It's going like this. And let's see, let's also get rid of that highlight. No highlight. Because I'll be adding my own highlight in. Let's see what it looks like with some outline. Though I may not do outline for this hair, I'm not sure yet. Well, this is some smooth jazz. Got a look, outline for the hair. Yeah, outline doesn't always work unless you have really smooth hair, which I might be able to smooth some of this out. But it doesn't always work very well with wavy hair. I might be able to fix that later, but I might also just not really do outlines and just might make the look of an outline when I do the texture later. How about some movement? It got a bit hairy there for a moment, not gonna lie, but fortunately that was the goal, yes. Have some motion, shall we? Her hair might not have bones in it yet though, so it might be a bit stiff. That's okay, I'm not gonna worry about bones until later. Cute. Let's see, facial expression. Oh yeah, Lorelei, let me know if you approve of the inner mouth color. I don't have an exact reference, but I know the inside's kind of like a unsaturated darker blue, but let me, like that. It's not quite unsaturated, it's just a little more of a, it's a different tone. Yeah, if you have like exact colors, if you want to send them to me, that would probably be good. Oh yeah, let's test and see if the mouth clips as badly as it did earlier. It probably still clips a bit, but... Well, no clipping there. Hold on. Let's see. Mouth. Let's mess with the mouth. Ah. No clipping to be seen. Huzzah. Vex, how's it going? Welcome in. I'm gonna give a little shout out to Vex here, because Vex played my game on stream the other day, and that was really cool to see. Thank you, Zykes. I didn't expect to see someone else playing that game on stream. I mean, I should expect it because it is a great game, but I guess it's still unreal to me, like, having a game themed around me in the first place, but seeing someone else play it, I was like, oh my god. Welcome in. Hold on, let's... It's so hard for me to type when my keyboard's behind my tablet. Shout out to Zykes for making that, by the way. Go follow him even though he doesn't stream. Go at least follow him on Twitter so you can keep up with his amazing, amazing stuff. Zykes, do you have your Twitter linked on your Twitch? I don't know if you do. Maybe... Oh yeah, you do. You do. Okay, cool. Good, it's linked there. Then shouting out Zykes does have a function. Katarine, do you mind if I lurk? Go for it. That's absolutely fine. I even have an exclamation point lurk. You can do that. It's just for funsies, but there's a little adventure mode, if you will. A command. My brain farted at the word command. There is a lurk command. It was so adorable. I'm glad you think so. It is. It's super adorable. Is that DT? Hello, DT. I know when I that always gets me. What the heck? I know when I hear that sound, I'm like, DT's coming to town. He's here. But then I always forget that there's that last bit of that sound clip. It scares me. Thanks for that hex code, Lore. Let's go ahead and modify that to the mouth. I'm gonna edit the mouth. Thank you for the lurk, Ritsuka. Did I get both? Both? There's 2 hex codes? Is it in Discord? Is it here? Wait. I see the mouth one. Do do do. Am I? Oh, I see the tongue. Gotcha. I will. Thank you. I just missed it. Yes. Let me save both of those. Into Notepad for a moment. So the one with the 4 is the mouth, and the 8 one is the tongue. Alright, so let's do the tongue first. Thank you. Ohayo gozaimasu, DT, even though it's not morning for me. DT, you're in PDT, right? Pacific? I don't think it's not morning for you either, is it? Unless you just woke up. You're driving home. Okay, so I guess you didn't wake up just now. I hope you're having a good day so far. Alright, so that's the tongue. Then we got the inside of the mouth. It's morning somewhere, that it is. Yeah, morning is whenever you woke up. Embarrassingly enough, I have gone on Discord and said good morning when it's like past noon. And I'm like, people know what my time zone is. They're gonna know that I'm being lazy today. Ah, okay. Let's see how this looks. Overwrite? Heidi and I always get confused because he's in a different time zone. I'll say good morning. He's like, no, it's past noon. There we go. That looks cute. Ha. I'm gonna see if I can get the fawn mouth more pronounced, perhaps. Maybe I am a VTuber. Yeah, what do you know? Wed's like Twitter and his Twitch, all these usernames are his alt account. He's actually a VTuber spying on other VTubers. Let me save this. Save. Yeah, we got our eyes on you now, Wed. We know what you're up to. You're actually Iron Mouse? Why would you tell us all that? By the way, great concert last night. Absolutely amazing. I didn't watch it all. I watched like a snippet on YouTube like 10 minutes before my stream. Thank you, I did my best. Wouldn't that be wild? That would be wild. Korinaba, welcome! Welcome to the Wing Guild. Plus 10 magic to you. Enjoy the magic. Can use super duper awesome sparkle magic now. Welcome in. I bet you big VTubers do have alt accounts so that they can watch other VTubers without arising suspicion. Do you think there's any VTubers who are big name VTubers like Iron Mouse that have a secondary VTuber account? Okay, scratch that. I know there are because there's like big HoloLive VTubers. Actually, HoloLive doesn't let them have alternate accounts, so I should say there were HoloLive VTubers that had smaller accounts, but now they're VShoujo VTubers with smaller accounts. Mousy does? Oh, I get that, because that'd be crazy. Like if Iron Mouse just came in here and was like, hi, everyone would be like, oh my god, and they'd be all paying attention to Iron Mouse, understandably. So maybe bigger VTubers do that so that they can participate in other people's Twitch chats without like detracting from the VTuber who's actually streaming. I have a hard enough time keeping up with my one account, right? I have like, okay, I've got a confession to make. I've got like, let me go to my phone real quick and look, because I don't even remember. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I feel like I'm missing. Oh, I'm definitely missing 1. I have 8 email accounts logged in on my phone. It's like, what kind of other lives are you living, Kat? Well, I've got 1 email account that was like my OG email account that I made many years ago, and it's kind of a name connected to my cosplay stuff, so I don't like putting that email into things anymore because I don't want people looking that up, but I still have important things going to that email. And then I've got my VTuber art account so that like when I get art requests for commissions, it goes into there. Then I've got my private VTuber account where like the important logins and stuff go to. I've got my IRL professional quote-unquote email that's like my actual name so that I look like a professional and not like some weeb. And then I've got a secondary professional account because it turns out that family knows my main professional account, so I'm just always getting emails from like older family, which is fine, but I'm like, no, it's supposed to be for business stuff, like for jobs. So I have an actual like official job email as well, and then I've got like my non-weeb family email, and then I've got my front-facing VTuber email for like to put on Twitter that I don't care if it gets, I mean I do care if it gets spammed, but it's not like my main email. And then I've got a junk like spam email address that I just give to anything that like is like, sign up for this, or do you want a discount, or hey, do you have an email so we can give you coupons? Yeah, you can have my junk email. So yeah, I have a lot of emails. I probably could just have like filters set to just like filter incoming email into specific inboxes, but I'm both apparently too lazy for that and maybe just not motivated to do that, even though it probably took way more effort to make a whole new email address. Bud and I were in a stream that I think had about 1,000 followers, and suddenly Zentreya showed up and dropped 5 gifted. That's so nice. Zentreya seems so nice. She's great. I have 6 email accounts. Okay, that makes me feel less bad. We're both up there with all the emails. I used to have 3 email accounts, but I managed to trim it down to 2, and eventually I'll work that down to 1. I kind of wish I could merge my old email addresses that I don't really use. Like, I'd probably get rid of some, but I don't think you can unless I were to go into all the things and switch my email, but I'm too busy / lazy for that. Wow, you use yours? I have like 20 plus reserved cool names I took. They're not really cool names. I would tell you what a few of them are, except then you'd be able to look up all my previous DeviantArt and cosplay accounts, which I'm not like entirely ashamed of that, but you know, VTuber, I'm a little ashamed, let's be honest. Like DeviantArt life, oh my god, that was a while ago, and it's a little bit silly. I have 3 Lorelei emails and 5 personal ones. Okay, you guys are making me feel better about this. I was like, whew, I have like 7 or 8. What is wrong with me? I feel better now. I feel so much better. Let's see. What other baseline things do I want to get done with this today? Like I said, the braiding is gonna happen off stream. So I'll be making another little side braid, and then I'm gonna be making textures for the hair so that they look a little more, it looks a little more anime-like. Actually, I'm gonna go back to the hair and do a mock-up of the texture real quick. I have like 6'2". Whew, I'm not super weird. Okay, cool. It's like, have you guys ever gone online and just happened to come across like a discussion, oh, I almost said a discussion board, who the hell calls them that anymore? Some kind of like discussion site where people are talking about like, oh my god, have you guys ever blank blank blank? And it's just like, it seems like something that be super obscure, that like, oh, I'm a weirdo and I do this, and everyone else is like, I do that too. And I'm like, wow, apparently humans are all just weird, and a lot of the things that we think are weird, other people do. And it's like, oh, it's not that uncommon. We're just embarrassed. I'm super lucky that handles basically originated with programmers and nerds, so they're common enough in the industry that I can use it for everything. Right? iCat boomer confirmed. Okay, boomer. I'm not a boomer. I said literally in my debut with my lore that I'm a millennial. Does that mean I'm an elf that is 1 millennium old? Or does that mean I'm a millennial in like human terms? That's up to you to decide. I'm a boomer with the zoomer attitude. I just wanted to rhyme boomer and zoomer. How come millennials and Gen X don't get some stupid term that ends with oomer? Though I know there's some other words that end with oomer, but they're not related to ages or anything. You got boomers, you got doomers. Let's add some shading to this. Cause we ain't doomers. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people in Gen Z and millennials and Gen X, well actually I don't know, are Gen Xers doomers a lot of the time? Because I know that like millennials have a habit of like doom scrolling and being scared of everything because we've gone through so much. Well, that looks weird. Look at that. This is gonna take some finesse. I've not really shaded wavy hair in Vroid yet. There's a first time for everything. I think I'm just gonna have to make a bunch of textures for different pieces of hair, basically, but that's okay. Oh my god, what just happened? What is that? Don't want that. This. Yeah, this is gonna take a lot of messing with to get right, I feel like. That's okay. I will figure it out. I've gotta figure it out, because, like, I'm sure I'll be doing other wavy-haired models in the future. Honestly, I probably just need to straighten out the bottom pieces where I made it wavy, so it's a little less chunky. Oh, I wonder what it'd look like if I just had a gradient. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do the separate textures thing. Well, that'll be fun though. All right, let's see. I think this is a good place for me to stop. Today we got Lorelei's base measurements for her body completed. We got some fingernails painted. We got the ears in place. I will be modifying the textures and painting them to look more like Lorelei's ears later. Got the eyes in place, all the base measurements set out, even though I think I'll probably be changing the shape of the eyes a little bit more. And the eyebrows are in place. I'll probably modify them slightly to be more Lorelei's shape. We got the base of the hair all set up. Gonna be adding textures to those later. DT, that was adorable. Yay! We did it! We did it! Actually got a lot more done today than I expected with this. I'm gonna have to remember to add the little fawn freckles. Some lips. Shwink! I love that sound effect. The shiny. And then we'll have to add some horns too. We'll see how that all goes. I'll probably be working on this more on stream. I just want to make sure everything's okay with Lorelei before I do that, especially in terms of the outfit. Some of it I might do off stream though, simply because I don't want to get grouchy and irritated about more difficult parts on stream. Like, god damn it, why are these braids not working? All right, I'm gonna save this. Don't want to lose this progress. Looks good already. Good. I can't wait to see what it all looks like when it's done, and for you guys to see Lore's new outfit, which, like I said, I don't know what Lore's new outfit looks like. I just know what the inspiration images look like thus far, and like some of the ideas, and it's very exciting. So yeah. Stay tuned for all of that. Hopefully I get this done in maybe the next month or so, depending on what happens IRL. Who knows? Maybe I'll end up moving finally in the midst of this, but we'll see. Let's find someone to raid. Who will we raid? Okay, let's see. Go to my following page. Oh, Zentrea's raid or playing something. Maybe we should go raid her. I feel like big VTubers probably have raids turned off except to people that they know. I would never raid a big VTuber. There's actually not a lot of people I know streaming. Psych, do you know a fawn I can raid? I would appreciate that. I'm happy you made it to a stream too, Vex. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. By the way, your model is so adorable, and I'm looking forward to catching you in a stream too. I love the color palette, all the green and blue. I love those colors. It doesn't seem like I would like bright green just because I have like barely any bright green on my model, but honestly, bright like limey green and chartreuse green are some of my favorite colors, and every time I see a car that's that color, I'm like, oh my god, look at that car, I love that color. And Xeno's like, that car is so ugly. So funny. I think it's because my first Game Boy Color that I had was that bright green, like limey green color, so I'm affectionate towards that color. I like it. Soft spot for monotone greens. I like the green. Green is good. Green is a good color. It's a very soothing color. Sylvia VT. We will go send some love to her. We started making a fawn in Vroid Studio, and now we'll go visit a fawn. From what I saw, big streamers usually have all raid alerts off, and the mods spam the shout out, or the mods spam the shout out to the streamer, or something like this. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, because whenever I go to like a big streamer's stream, like they only ever seem to receive raids from other big VTubers, but maybe that's why. Alright, you guys, let's get those raid messages out. We got this one for anybody who's not subscribed. We got this one for anybody who wants to use channel points or is subscribed. Let's go over to Sylvia. Trying to see my keyboard again. There we go. And thank you everybody who stopped by to watch me start Lorelei's model. I do appreciate it. Had a very cozy time, and I got a lot more work done than I expected to be honest. I'm very happy with this. Thank you for keeping me company, and keep an eye out for more Vroid streams, because I'll be working more on Lore's model on stream in the future, and next time you see it, it'll probably be worked on a little further. So yeah. Alright everybody, have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you very soon. I've got a collab stream coming up, and that's posted on Twitter. Alright everybody, bye!